Now it's like, Johnny, we love you, man. And that's what he gets, and still Chosen gets, hey, you're that asshole, but you're funny.
MEGACON is about to go down. First and foremost, I need y'all to make some noise for Mr. Brandon H. Lee, Tanner Buchanan, Yuji Okamoto, Elizabeth Shue, and Mr. Martin Cole, and Miss Mary Mouser.
So no, honey, I'm good. I can have another.
They're gonna shout things at you. I hope you're ready. No Mercy is definitely gonna be one of them. Cobra Kai. Y'all took way too long for that. That made me upset just now.
That was lame.
Guys, how are y'all doing today?
Good.
Yeah, that's a good, that's the end of a show right there. That's a long weekend. I respect it. Have you guys had a good time here at MEGACON?
It's been a great time, for
It's
sure.
been a lot of fun.
It's my second MEGACon, and it was, I will say, like, it was already super fun the first time, but
Right.
this time's already topped it.
That's all you. That's all you guys. I love it. I'm gonna jump right into these questions because like there's so much on my heart and mind right now. Where we left things off, there was a crazy big brawl, okay? Like just nutty. What level of choreography went into that?
I mean, Yuji, do you want to take this one?
I think that's you. I didn't do any fighting. I was busy kissing face.
I mean,
No mistakes.
there was so much. We had so much in so little time, but we did the best we could. I mean, that brawl, when we started going through that, we started learning it only really about a week before, I feel like, is
That's
what it was.
it?
Yeah, and then
That
as
was
it
a
progressed-
generous amount of time in
Yeah,
comparison to
that's a lot
what we
of time for
sometimes
us.
get.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
level of fighting that was, nah, that should have took like 2-3 years to figure
Yeah,
out. That was
I know.
incredible.
We have so many of them back to back, especially this season, that it's been, I mean, it was like learning all of our capture the flag, perform capture the flag like 2 days later, learn your captainship fights, perform the captainship fights, learn the rest of the season got kind of shot wacky out of order, so it was a little bit of like, you do what you can do.
Man, that's insane. I love every bit of it, though. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was gripping my chair. I was gripping my chair for you. I just want you to know. Yeah.
What happened?
He's like,
Nothing.
happened?
Nothing specific.
I feel great. I mean,
Good.
Good. Everything's good here.
Double check. And we're good. Okay, I love it. I
No
love it.
holes.
Obviously, there's a lot of different like team dynamics that are happening in the actual show, but does that actually play out on the set as well? Do you guys kind of pair up in groups, or are you all kind of friendly?
Like in our real life?
Well, on set, to be specific.
Oh no, we just all hang out together.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the really funny thing is like all the behind the scenes pictures, it's just like every dojo mixed together, like big smiles on everybody's face, and then they are like, okay guys, we're getting set up, and everybody goes to the other side, and you're like,
It's also fun when we go out because specifically this season there were so many of us. We all went out a decent amount because we obviously last season everybody wanted to hang out and we'd walk into some place and it's just a gigantic crew of people and it looks like we had this like just so many people walking into like this any spot we were at and we kind of like clear the space everywhere.
I love it. The entire show is really kind of built on the idea of legacy. For the original Karate Kid actors that are joining us, what was it like to continue your stories? That's right.
Go ahead, guys.
Martin.
Go ahead.
Well, I was very honored to be included in the Cobra Kai family.
That's right.
They didn't ask me for many years, so I wondered whether it would ever happen. No, I'm joking. Actually, I was a little worried about going on the show at first because I didn't like the way my character had been written out of Karate Kid 2.
Well.
Hello?
Well.
Okay. So once the guys told me that we could discuss what happened, actually the real truth,
Yes.
I was game. Yes, very game.
That's right. It's all about the vindication of Allie right there. We needed that. I agree.
Yeah, without Allie, there is no Karate Kid. There is no Cobra Kai.
Facts.
Okay?
Facts.
There's no fighting. There's no one to fight over.
Can you imagine an alternate universe without Allie in which Johnny and Daniel like met on the beach and they're like, hey man, like let's be bestest friends.
I love that. Yuji, what about you?
You know, it's a testament to the writers. I think they have done such a wonderful job creating these iconic characters in Cobra Kai and bringing us back into the fold. It's so much more fun for me to play a three-dimensional character instead of being this one-dimensional a-hole. I tell you, Billy and I always talk about it all the time, how blessed we are to have a redemption arc in Cobra Kai. And we always talk about how before, when we're doing Karate Kid and all that, we always get called, on the street, hey, you're that asshole, you're that jerk, I hate you. And then fast forward, we're doing Cobra Kai, and now it's like, Johnny, we love you, man. And that's what he gets, and still Chosen gets, hey, you're that asshole, but you're funny. Thank you.
Absolutely. Martin, how about for you to come back and tell more about John Kreese? What has it been like to be able to continue that story?
Well, I wanted to be more vulnerable than Karate Kid 1. And when we made the deal, I said, listen, I'm not interested in doing a repeat of that same tough guy, one-dimensional, cold-hearted character, And I told them, I said, you have to write some vulnerability, write backstory, give me an arc to the character, some color. And they did it, they did it well. And they were about 2 years later than we are in the characters. They know where these characters are going, and they're so intelligent. I think it was season 2 that I went out there with notes in my yellow pad about mercenaries, and I met with Army Rangers, and I met with all these people, and I wanted to give them that information. We had lunch, and they already had in their heads all of that stuff.
Wow.
I mean, it was just amazing. The funny story I can relate to is a couple of years later, after they hired me to do the series, they went on my podcast with my 2 kids, and they told me then that when they asked me to come in episode 10, season 1, and then I wanted to come in earlier, like season 6, I said, why can't I come in season 6? They were afraid when they told me that I was going to kick their ass in the restaurant.
Yes.
Literally. They told me that on the podcast, and I thought that was hysterical. But based on John Kreese in the movie, they thought I was going to get physical with them when they wouldn't let me come on earlier than episode 10. And then they did that because they wanted to set up season 2. I mean, that's how insane it all was.
I absolutely love it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little afraid of you right now, and you're sitting all the way over there. That's just what it is. Okay, I'm just keeping it a million. When you got the call to actually join this cast, though, what was it like for you in terms of your career? Were you super excited for the opportunity, or was this kind of like a coming home in a way?
Are you talking to me?
I'm calling everybody.
No, you asked that.
What, me? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, what was the question?
When you got the call to
thinking
join the
about
cast,
90 Day Fiancé.
Where am I?
on it. He's already thinking about what's going to happen in the upcoming episodes. That's what it is. But no, when you got the call to join the cast of Cobra Kai, what was that like for you? Was it like a true blessing to go, okay, this is going to be fun, this is a new opportunity for me as an actor? Or was it just kind of like, oh, I'll see how it goes?
Yeah, I just said, what took so long? No, I was excited to be part of this because when I watched that first season on YouTube Red, I thought it was so good.
Awesome.
I
Absolutely.
loved how they flipped the world and the characters. And so when I got the call, they sent the script, and I read the script, and I said, this is good, but can we try this and that? And so the writers really listened, and they're so great, and it was a collaboration, and I love those guys to death. They're so awesome. And so when they brought me in, initially that whole first scene, that opening scene with Ralph and Tamlin, who plays Kumiko, we met in this bar, and when I come in, they wanted me to be apologetic, and I said, but I can't be. I got to be chosen and come in hard.
That's right.
So the payoff at the end would make sense when I honk him and get my revenge, right? Otherwise, if I come in soft, then there's no payoff.
Not the same. It's
So
not the
I
same.
said, let me come in hard and then really give Daniel-san a run for his money, so then the payoff would work. But my God, it was so like going back to Karate Kid 2 days. So comfortable, so easy. Ralph is so awesome to work with. And being with Tamlin again, it was like butter, and I was so grateful. And
That's awesome.
It's been such a great journey and a great ride.
I love it. I love it.
Brandon, what about you?
I mean, oh my goodness, this is crazy to me. I've been a fan of the show since the YouTube Red days as well. Anyone here YouTube Red?
Oh, yeah.
YouTube Red days? Oh my goodness. And being a lifelong martial artist, like shows like this is the show.
Of course.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
For us martial artists. So I still have imposter syndrome, even like sitting up here with these people right here. But you know, the moment I got to be on, you know, I was like trying not to poop myself. But then the moment I met these wonderful souls, like they're so warm, collaborative, and just like, ooh, I'm still going through puberty apparently. Yeah, it just makes it so easy to work, and I was able to like just get in the zone, and next thing I know, I'm up here, and I'm like, holy crap, this is crazy. So thank you guys for
Of
everything.
course.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Love it. We actually have a couple of fan questions that were submitted. So Ella Gonzalez from Miami asked, this one's for you, Martin. As the iconic John Kreese, you've become a fan favorite villain or antagonist. What's one piece of advice you would give to someone trying to channel his intensity on screen?
Well, the interesting thing about John Kreese was that he was really a purist. I mean, John Kreese believed in the moral fiber. He wasn't Terry Silver. He truly believed that if you were disciplined and if you can handle Cobra Kai as a style, the difference between Miyagi-Do, for the rest of you, was that Miyagi-Do would win the point and it would be over. But Cobra Kai, John Kreese would tell his students, finish it. Make sure that he stays down.
Of course.
And I don't know, who's to say what's right and what's wrong about that? You know? Who's to say?
There's a very clear. There's some who's to say.
It's
the
the
law
universe.
for one.
You know, that's how I answer.
That's more of a guideline. It's a suggestion.
These are guidelines.
Yes.
Right. Guidelines.
This one's from Zane Carter from Jacksonville. Brandon, as Quan, your character had some crazy swag, which you did. But who was it that you were channeling most to create this character?
Ooh. You know what's really interesting is actually during the audition phase for Quan, they saw my slate first, and I'm assuming everyone can tell I'm very different from Quan in real life.
Hopefully.
And I think they saw the slate first, and I was just fanboying. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this show so much. And then right after, they see me trying to be mean, and they're like, oh, you know, so.
Right.
They actually gave me feedback, and they were like, think Karate Kid 2, wink, wink. Right here, you know? And, I mean, people see the resemblance right away. Literally, when I dressed this morning, and Tanner saw me in the lobby, he's like, dude, you look like baby Yuji. Like, I didn't even try, you know?
Wait. Ready?
Oh.
Brandon?
What's going on?
Baby chosen.
Baby Chosen. Right there.
I mean, it's right there. It's right there.
But yeah, I actually, in respects to Yuji's performance, I tried not to rewatch it going into it because I didn't want to copy him. But I just remember he had this swag and aura to him where he just knows he's the baddest mother effer in the room, you know? So I just tried to channel that as much as I could. Honestly, in my head, when I was looking at these guys right here, especially when we were shooting episode 3, and I'm supposed to look at Kreese and like not duck him, like on the outside I'm like, huh. But in the inside I was like, oh my God, that's Martin Cove.
I love it. I love it. I think I speak for everybody when I say that Cobra Kai has added to the legacy of the Karate Kid in such a personal way that we are all affected. I think some of us might have actually started taking up martial arts because of Cobra Kai and all of your performances. Truly appreciate that. But before we get out of here, I mean, one of the hallmarks, the iconography of the Karate Kid is the crane kick. I gotta know who's up for busting a crane kick with us. Are you guys wanna try it? I'm not gonna ask you,
Take it away,
Martin.
Lisa.
Martin's not. Elizabeth, she's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Come on, guys. Come on. Y'all got it. Don't just make Elizabeth do this by herself. Come on.
Together?
Come on. We're all gonna do it together.
I might pull a muscle. I'm sorry.
Come on, stretch it.
I don't know which one.
Does anybody know which leg it is?
It's right leg alive. Kick with the leg. Ready? Right leg up. 1, 2, 3. MEGACON, make some noise one more time for the cast of Cobra